Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where we're working together step by step through each of the ABRSM Theory Grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets which you can download in US letter or A4 to accompany each step of this series. You'll find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also find out about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time come exam day. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated, and please do share out the videos. And now we're going to crack on with the last questions of the Grade 5 2018 Paper A. So if you turn with me to page 8, we're going to look at question 6 for starters today. And so I'm hoping you've had a go of this. It's always better to learn by your mistakes. It doesn't matter if you go wrong, just work in pencil and then you can rub it out if you go wrong. I use a mechanical pencil just to keep things neat and tidy so you don't risk making mistakes or losing marks through not neat writing there. So then, let's crack on with this. So we're going to be referring to this little extract here, a bit of Mozart. That'll do us good. So then we have to add the correct rest or rests at the place marked with a star to complete bar 4 here. So we should be in 4 crotchet beats, 4 quarter notes per bar. This is common time. So we need 4 crotchet beats or 4 quarter notes per bar. Now it's not just enough to fill that with 3.5 beats. We've got half a beat here. We've got to allocate these beats. Each new beat requires a new rest. So we have half a beat here. So let's finish that half a beat with a quaver or an 8th note rest. So there's 1 beat. So beat 1 is now complete. Now we can go ahead and complete beat 2. So there's our crotchet quarter note rest to complete beat 2. Now you would think for beats 3 and 4 we could do another 2 of those. However, so long as we don't cross over the middle part of a bar of 4/4, we can actually use a minim beats rest, a half note rest, just to fill in that second half of the bar. So that would be the correct answer there for full marks. Now then, let's press on. So we're given the information that the key is E flat major, and we need to give the technical names of the 2 notes marked X and Y. There we go. So before we go looking for anything, let's just think what we're going to be looking for. So I'm just going to sketch out the steps of the scale. Just give myself an octave. Of course I know there would be flats, but your key signature deals with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then, that's to double check when I'm counting the interval. So X from E to G here, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3. And we can see that G is a third. So I'm going to do that and then I'll worry about the technical name in a second. And then here, if E is the 8th, then D is 1 step down, D is the 7th, and we can see that's true. So D is the 7th. Alternatively, you can count it from low E, 1, 3, 5, 7 there. Okay, so the third, the technical name for the third is the mediant. It's the middle of your triad. And then the 7th is the leading note, because it leads you to the tonic. Now keep this handy, so I'm just going to slide that to one side. You just open your book and keep that handy because you're going to need to refer to that. But first of all, we've got just a little bit of general information. So what we're going to do now is we're going to answer this related key information. And as I mentioned before, if you've done your circle of fifths, if you're not sure how to do that, check out the cards and the link in the description to find my tutorial on the circle of fifths so you can quickly sketch all of those keys down. And we know that C minor is related to E flat major. That is true. Now then, we're going to have to diagram this out. Well, I will anyway, because I'm afraid maths is not my strong point and I find it easier to visualise this. How many demi-semiquavers or 32nd notes is the bar in note 1? The note in bar 1 worth? Marked here, so this here. So we've got a double dotted quaver or 8th note. So I'm just going to do the quaver to begin with. So a quaver or an 8th note divides into 2 semiquavers, which divides into 4 demi-semiquavers. So we've got 4 here. So the first dot is half of that, which is 2, and then the second dot is half of this half, so half of 2 is 1, so 4 plus 2 plus 1 equals 7. So there we go, we got there in the end. Let's press on. Now then, rewrite bar 2 using notes and rests twice the value. So we've got to change the time signature. So let's have a look what the time signature is. So we've already worked out that we're in 4 quarter notes, 4 crotchet beats per bar. So we're in quadruple time here. So we need to stay in quadruple time. So there needs to be 4 beats per bar. But this time we've got to double everything, so instead of being in quarter notes or crotchets, we'll be in half notes or minim beats, so that will be 4 over 2. So that's that. So we've got to now double everything. So bar 2, what we will be doing is we will be not colouring those in, they will become half notes or minims. And then to double these, we just remove one of the beams, so they will become dotted quaver, semiquaver. Remove one of the beams, so they will become semiquavers. Remove a beam, that will become a quaver. Remove a beam, as it were, so that will become a quaver or an 8th note rest. Remove a beam, and they will become quavers. So that's the thinking done. So now let's just write that out. So I'll just keep that to one side. So we've done the thinking. So we're on this note E here, but we don't colour that in because that's going to be a minim or a half note. The next note is an F up a step. I'll worry about the stems. Oh, well, then I'll do it now. Might as well while I'm thinking about it. So now we're going to have dotted quaver, semiquaver. Now we're going to have semiquavers. 1, 2, 3, 4. These stems are going to have to come down. Use a ruler by all means if you feel that will keep you nice and tidy. So we can see this is where we're at now. We've done that one. So this one now becomes a quaver, so that's a B. Stem could go either way, but they've gone down, so I shall go down. Put the rest, but we're removing this little beam here, tail, whatever you would call it, extra little line there. Now jump up to top, G, F, and then we will join these together, but they'll only need 1 beam now, not 2, because we're doubling it to a quaver each or an 8th note each. There we go. So let's just double check that this matches our time signature. So there's 1 minim beat, 2 minim beats, 3 minim beats, 4 minim beats. So that's correct. The maths fit, so we know we've done it correctly. There we go. That's the end of that question. And now we will press on to this last question, which I always think is easy money for 10 points. So we've got to choose our cadences here based on the notes that we've been given here. And we need to just first of all decide what key we're in. We've got a key signature of B flat, nothing else to tell us otherwise, no accidentals. So we're in F major. So chords 1, 2, 4 and 5. Chord 1 is based on the first, the second for 2, the fourth F, G, A, B, of course it's B flat, but your key signature will deal with that, and then 5 is C. Now we're going to go first, third, fifth to build our triad, F, A, C. If you find that difficult, counting up, just use the piano keyboard to help you. Just sketch one out of those out, just to give you a quick visual reference. G, B, D, B, D, F, C, E, G, and we know we've not gone wrong because there's the first, third, fifth, and the fifth provides the basis for chord 5. Of course it does, so we can double check that we've not gone astray. So then let's see what notes we've got here. Now bear in mind we need to be implying a cadence, and so it needs to be a particular progression, so we need to be careful. So 4-1 is a plagal cadence, that's a sort of a gentle sort of amen sort of ending. 5-1 is a stronger close, but still sounds finished either way with 4-1 or 5-1 because we've ended on the tonic. It's sort of 5-1 is sort of a ta-da ending, but anything to 5 leaves us hanging, and that's the imperfect cadence. So we just need to choose based on that. So here we have B, C, D, F. Now not all of those will fit. That, however, is not part of your chord. That's a passing note, just passing through by step. So your actual harmony notes are B flat, D, F. So B, D, F with your flat is chord 4. And then here we've got an A and a C, which nicely shows that chord 1 is appropriate. So there we have our 4-1 cadence, our plagal cadence, which is sort of a gentle close, like an amen sort of ending. So let's look at the next one. So we've got G, A, B, G. Not all of those will fit, but that's a passing note, just passing through by step between the harmony notes. So G and B give us a chord 2, which is a nice preface into a cadence. It leads us nicely into a cadence. Here we've got next to E, G, C. That's a chord 5, and then the F. So it could be a 4, but that would not be appropriate because 5-4 is not a recognised cadence, but 5-1 is. There's our perfect cadence, the sort of ta-da, super finished, the end sort of sound. So that would be the answer for that. So that's a perfect cadence ending this question, and we've also finished this paper. I do hope that's helpful to you. I hope it's helping you to get to grips with your studies. These past papers, these practice papers, are an excellent revision resource preparing you for your exam. I suggest you work through lots and lots of these. I've completed lots online, so do look at previous videos and previous papers to give you lots of practice ready for your exam. I hope you're enjoying it. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. Please do share out the videos. And please also do visit sharonbill.com and have a browse around all of the resource and information that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.